Hello, welcome back. I'm Scott.
And I'm Allison.
And today we're jaw-jacking with Jarhead and Ginger.
Hello friends, welcome back. Today we're going to give you an update on what's been going on so far, and also trying to figure out what we're going to do with our travels. So as you know, I had hurt my shoulder on a previous travel day, went to the doctor, they said it was frozen shoulder, and we were worried that we're going to have to turn around and go to Texas because it was hurting so bad, and the recovery time for that is usually months to years. But look at this. It was this shoulder. I am healed, y'all. I am healed. It is all better, 100%. I do still have the foot pain, but that's something I'm working on. And another thing, some of you have been asking, what had happened with the keto and all that. And so we did a challenge, and pretty much, well, I won't speak for everybody, but I didn't do well at the challenge. And I did, however, even though I did not follow the keto like we were going to do, I did manage to lose 9.5 whole pounds. 9.5 whole. Yeah, 9.5 whole pounds. And I'm happy to report that we are back on it. We've been back on it for a few days, doing pretty well, trying to ease back into it. The hardest part for me is the potatoes. So if that's it, just weaning myself from them, I guess. And yeah, how about you? How are you doing?
I'm doing fine. I have zero appetite. I haven't for several weeks now. I don't know what's going on there, but whatever. I still eat a couple of times a day, a little bit here and there. That's about it for me.
So now for the hard part. We're leaving North Dakota in the morning and heading to Minnesota for a few days, and then we're supposed to continue on with our plan that would have taken us all the way to the Atlantic coast and then down to Georgia and back to Texas. Well, our next stop, Minnesota, has gone back to the mask restrictions and everything, and they're doing that at some stores here now with things getting bad again. So we have to figure out, are we going to keep traveling? Are we going to go home? The problem is, we are home wherever we travel.
That's right. When she says home, she means back to Texas. So
yeah, that's where we park our home.
Right. We think that Texas and probably Florida will be two of the states that hopefully don't go crazy and go into any kind of lockdown. We're a little bit worried about that because we didn't really, we weren't in our RV yet, obviously, during the first round of the lockdown and everything. Mm-hmm. So we picked up our RV on November 9th of 2020. So we didn't really see the spin up to all the lockdowns and everything. We don't want to get caught out of Thousand Trails, and we definitely don't want to get caught way up north somewhere where we're going to get dumped on this winter, it's super cold or anything like that.
Plus, we don't want to be stuck out of Texas when we have a grandbaby coming in December. So we're trying to figure out if we're going to go, we're definitely going to go to our next stop, which is Minnesota, and figure out our plans from there. We're praying about it. We're going to take a few days and watch the situation, see what's going on. I really want to continue, but we've had a couple of signs that have told us, hey, maybe it's time to go home. My shoulder was one, thinking, oh yeah, well, maybe we're going to have to go home, and now this. The good thing about the Thousand Trails last year, when everything shut down, Thousand Trails members were sent, I think it was a 30 days notice, an email saying, if you want to be in Thousand Trails, you need to get into one and stay put. Don't leave because you can't come and go when it was locked down. So that's why we really want to get back into the Thousand Trails system before if anything's going to happen like that again. But we also, most of all on the list, I want to see my grandson in Georgia. We were really looking forward to seeing friends in Wisconsin and Illinois and Maryland, Pennsylvania, the Hershey show. But we've got the big decision. Do we keep traveling and keep watching? Or do we just make a sharp right turn and head south?
Yeah, we've been talking to some other full-timers, and they're kind of picking up the pace also to get back down into Texas.
Right.
Or at least out of some of the states that they're in. So right now we're kind of leaning towards continuing and keeping an eye on it. But these next 5 days will tell probably whether or not we make a hard right turn and head south straight back down into Texas, or if we continue along our route and hopefully get to go to a few other states before we get back.
Yeah. Scott's birthday is the 16th of August. Happy birthday month. And we really wanted to celebrate his birthday with his old Marine Corps buddy. So we would like to do that at least, and then maybe head down after the 16th, or after his birthday. But like we said, we're going to keep watching, seeing how things go. Definitely, playing it safe. And another thing about waiting is when the states start locking down, we can't be traveling through them. So we have to think about that. And when we get home, or when we get to Texas, we can stay in the Thousand Trail system. And we've been talking about buying a piece of land. We've been talking about this for years when we had our last RV even. Just having a place to call home, to come to that's ours. So we're going to be looking for a place in Texas for that. And then it's always, no matter what's going on, it's good to have at least a 30-day emergency supply of food. So we're going to have that in case, the shelves start going bare again. I guess in some places they have. But yeah, just trying to get an answer and figure out our plans.
That's right. I got an old Marine buddy of mine is a trucker now, and he's been putting stuff on Facebook where shelves are getting bare again in some grocery stores and even convenience stores. So that's just something else, but that doesn't really affect where we are. If it's scattered throughout the country, it doesn't matter where we are. We're going to run into that.
Right.
So basically, we're just trying to figure out within the next few days here if we're gonna, like we said, continue on all the way to the East Coast, or make a hard right and head back down into Texas, because we're afraid that with this new variant that we're going to run into lockdowns. And there was craziness that happened during the last time with RVers, so we want to try and be out in front of that, obviously. And if it does start going a little crazy, we'll pick up trucks and move straight south as fast as we can.
That's right. No place like home. Our home is where we park it. We just got to decide where that's going to be.
That's right. Flies are getting us out here today, guys. If you were in our shoes, what would you guys do? Would you head straight back somewhere where you thought was going to be a safe and open state? Or would you just go ahead and continue on your planned route that you had before? We have several stops between here and Texas already planned out, but we can always drop those plans and make that hard right turn and go straight down into Texas and call it a day.
What do you think is going to happen with the travel restrictions, the closures? For instance, the Hershey show, it's set for mid-September and we've got reservations. Do you think it's going to get canceled? There's just no way, to tell now. We just have to keep watching.
Go ahead and if you don't mind, leave us a comment and let us know what you guys would do with what you know about the situation going on. You know, continue, or just head straight down to a safe place. Well, if you're still here, thanks for sticking around to the end. We'll see you next time on Jawjacking with Jarhead and Ginger.
Bye. We're right now in Montana moving.
No, we're not. We're in North Dakota.
Oh, shoot. Okay. Ow! I just got bit. Can you edit that out? Ow.
Yeah.
Ow.